Let's go through what the checklist of warning signs should be. For anybody who is looking for this, who's worried about it, maybe has heart issues and so on, what should they be really, really looking for?
Well, the first sign, which both of these cast members had, was shortness of breath. And you might not think that's a big deal. Most folks look for chest pain. But it turns out that about half the people who have a heart attack never knew it was coming. They never realized that subtle signs were even out there because they were looking for the wrong signs. Shortness of breath, the inability to walk up 2 flights of stairs, or a sudden change in how breathless you get doing normal activities, that's an issue that really worries me. It's subtle, but it's there, and it's a big warning sign to everybody out there. If you look like Mr. Gandolfini, that's a warning sign as well. That big waist that we have talked about together, Piers, several times. A waist size that is more than half your height is a warning sign, because that increased girth predisposes you to the risk factors for heart disease, which are high blood pressure, #1 cause of death, a risk factor for it, diabetes, and high cholesterol. And if you don't know whether you have a shortness of breath or not, and you're not going to pay attention to your waist size, at least know those risk factors, because they're critical. And now the fourth sign I'm going to tell you all is not something many would think of, but it was probably important in Mr. Gandolfini's case, which is what you last ate, because often your last meal is truly the last meal. It turns out that fatty foods spasm. They literally close down the arteries of the heart. And that's a problem, because if you already have a blockage there and they spasm a little bit, then you don't have any blood going to the heart. Without that life-sustaining juice, you have a heart attack.